Okay, and then now we move to the last question D. Okay, so the question D asked, when does the rock hit the ground again? So you see it was traveling the full path going upwards and it will come back down to the ground. So what is the traveling, the they say when means they want to know the time. They want to know the time. So in this case, we understand that the est, okay, if it will be eventually at this level right here, right? It will be eventually at the ground level, and the s itself is again as a 0, okay? Because when it come back to the ground again, there is no displacement happen anymore, right? So which means that s is equal to 0. So from here, we know that s is equal to 0, then we want to find out the t. So s is equal to 0, okay? So again, we use back, okay, the s formula or the s equation that we have 160t minus 16t squared, okay? So for this one, we try to replace or substitute the s with 0, okay? Substitute the s with 0. So we got this equation. I try to rearrange, move everything to the left-hand side. 16t squared minus 160t equals 0. So I factorize out the 16, okay? So which I have a t squared minus a 10t, okay? I factorize out the 16 first. And again, I factorize out the t, right? I can take out the t. Okay, so when I take out the t, then will become a t, you see, we want to obtain the t squared, so which t times t, we got the t squared, then t times what will be a 10t, so of course it's a 10. So of course, in this case, we have two answers here. These are the two answers. The first answer is 16t is equal to 0, and another one is t minus 10 is equal to 0, which give you t is equal to 0 divided by 16, so it's a 0. And the second one is t is equal to 10. So all these are in seconds, is in seconds. So we have two answers. One is t is equal to 0 seconds and t is equal to 10 seconds. But if you want to answer for this question, when the rock hit the ground again, right? Again. Of course, at the beginning part, before it launched, the t is 0, the time is 0. But of course, it will travel up, okay, up until the maximum, that is take 5 seconds, and to come back on the ground again. So it will take how long? It will take 10 seconds, right? So the answers for D, it should be 10 seconds, okay? It's a 10 seconds. That is the answer, 10 seconds. Okay, so that is a full solution for this application question for derivative.